Okay, I have started my recording also. So this time what I'm doing, I'm just running this script. This script is just giving me some detail about that. Whenever I have used the major object, it is just giving the load percentage. So what is my load percentage? Average is 79. What is this? You can go to the Google and you can search what is the load percentage of your where it is used. So this is the one script. It is here, just simple. What I want to create my own model. You have seen like import model whenever you are doing it. So what it was happening, the multiple of command you are able to run, right? So this time I'm going to import, I'm creating my own model, means own command. I'm going to import my single command. So how we are able to do that? So for that there is three things is very important. One thing is your folder name and your file name should be same. Yes, got it. Your folder name, your file name should be same, and you have to create, this is the simple script. You have to write one script using the function. So this time I'm creating the function for, because if you are going to run this function like this, what is going to be happen? This function is applicable just for this session only. If I will run this session, this window to here, it will give some same result, whatever it is going to display this. But this time, see, it is average, is now become 85. So, but if I want to execute this into this window, I think this window it will work. But if I have opened my different session into the PowerShell, I have opened one session into this, right? And if I'm going to execute this command here, I will not get the error. I'm getting the result because already it is imported. What I will do, I will just remove that from here. Because of that I am getting that, or otherwise what I will do, I will just create some different thing. What I'm writing average 1 2 3. I have just created one function, I executed it, right? Whenever writing here 1 2 3, it is giving the result, right? Because that function it is created. I am going here, I am writing 1 2 3, I executed it. So this is applicable for here also. But if I'm going to my next window, I have opened my next session, if I try to execute this, I am not getting the result, because that if you are creating any function, that function is applicable for just for that session only, right? Because this function you have created for this, it will not run into the different session. Got it? Get it or not? But if you want, if you want, you have created some function and you want your whole team has to be use that function, right? So you, because very big programming, you don't want every time people has to use, you have written the program is the same as your stored procedure, right? Or in the SQL server, what you will do, you will run the stored procedure, anybody can use that procedure, right? Correct. You should not has to go with again and again with stored procedure, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So same way, if something you want to declare the function, so that function anybody can use, how we have to do that. So for that, what we have to do, we have to save this function result, this all line, whatever you will create, the logic you create as a function, that function you have to saved into two file. One is your PSN1 file. How you will create the PSM1 file? Just you will save into the notepad, and you can save into the .ps1 file. So automatically it will come in this way. You can see this is the PowerShell file, and then you have to create one module file. What will be the module file name? It is .psm1 file. So you create one more file, and it all you put the same logic inside this, right? After that, what you have to do, you have to go to that module location in which module you want to import this. So what I'm doing, I'm just running, and I last time I have shown you about this, all are the module location, right? Are you remember, Sandeep?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I remember I told about, if you want to use the module and you want all people has to use this module, what you have to do, I told you can go into this module, right? I told you, you go to this third one is there. No, if you are going to import this, it is going to be run for each. I will go here, I have opened it. So you can see CPU average was created by me last time, so I have deleted this. So now if I've deleted this, you can see that one. So I have to close the all window first. Otherwise, now I have closed the all window. I am opening this. So you can see, so this time you can see what will be happen. I have run as an administrator. When I deleted from this module, that one, and if I'm going to execute this function, before it was running, right? Fine. If I'm going to execute, it will not work, right? It is not working. Got it? Because what you have to do, if you want that anybody can use this module, you have to copy this module, you create the module and paste into the module folder. I have copied into this, right? After that, what you have to do, you have to write. Maybe once your PowerShell window will be loaded, automatically this all module will load. If it is not loading, you have to write import module, and you can give the module name and just you execute this. This time this module has been imported. This time what you do, you can execute this command, you will get the result. Got it? Same thing. Got it? No doubt. This time what will happen, if I will open, that time what it was having, function was working for that session, right? So this time if I'm open any other PowerShell Windows module, the PowerShell window, if I will open for writing the script, so if I will going to execute this command here, it is going to give the result. Because what happened, that will be this time, this I have imported as a module. Whenever it is running, it is going into this location, it is fetching the script ps1 flying from here, and then it is executing. Got it? No doubt into this?
Yes.
Correct? No?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, and you understood this also, like CPU things, how to declare that WMI things, right? Okay, so I have to explain what is this measure object, right? So measure object is used in PowerShell to calculate some mathematical function, right? So some mathematical function, these things don't become confused. If you are getting, if anything in your script, measure object, something they have written, maybe if you are working on the Windows level of thing or OS level of things, or something performance related, some PowerShell scripting, that time you will see the measure object they will use somewhere. Or otherwise you want, you can go to the Google, type the measure object programming, you can see into the some performance related thing, you will able to find out this kind of things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain the measure object. What is this measure object? I will just copy it all command and I will paste into this. So what will be happen, get child, and I given the path. What it will do, it is going to display me, if I'm going to this path first, what is there inside that path. You okay, so what you have seen inside that, you can see there is a 2 4 some 5 file is there, right? So if what I am going to do, I am going to run this. So this is the same thing I have writing, just simple get child, and I given the path and I given the file. If I'm going to execute this, it is going to display the whole 5 result, whatever it inside. It's also not required. Whatever it is there inside this folder, CPU, RAM, ROM, whatever you are seeing it, same thing it is going to display here when it is created, time, length, name of this, right? Right. So now I am going to use the measure object into this. In this folder, I have written what? Measure object. If I'm going with this, what is going to display? It is going to display some mathematical calculation. If you are going to find out count, average, sum, maximum, minimum, and property things, this sixth parameter, if you want to know, you have to use the measure object. So this, in this path, I have used the measure object. What I'm getting, it is giving just count as a 5. What is the meaning of this count? Means the count means it is in this folder you have the 1 2 3 4 5 folder, 5 things is there, so that's why it is displaying the 5. So if you want to know the average, so how we can calculate, right? If you want to know the sum, something. So if next one, what I'm doing, I am going inside that folder, and this time I'm writing measure object, I am firing property, and after property I'm writing length and sum. So what it will do? So sum you can calculate everything. I am giving in folder. If you are going to give pass this property, what it will do? It is going to give you some result. It is given the count is equal to 5. You know that what is this? Sum means what? 6424. Sum means it will be add this all file and it will be go and give you the what is that. So it is 6462 byte, right? What is the size of all file inside this folder? It is going to give you that this one in byte. Getting or not?
Yes.
Something it is, you can see if I have to find like that, you can find out multiple of parameters. This time what I'm going inside text file. This time I have not written folder. This time I am writing the text. I have one text file. So I am going inside the text file and I will see what are here. We have 12 line, right? 1 2 3 4 12 line it is there. If I want to count how many line it is there, I can give mathematical object and I will give the line. So what it will do? It is going to be display the 12 line you have into that file. Getting or not?
Yes.
So next one you can see if I want some sum, average, maximum, minimum, if I am using this one into the text file. So if I'm going to run this, what it is giving? It is giving count is equal to 12 because inside that text file I have written 12 12 line, right? So 12. So that's why it is displaying 12 is your count. Average means what? Average means you add this all 1 2 3 4 everything you add and divide it by 12. That is nothing but your average, right? So after dividing that, it will come 6.5 only. You add with 12 11, like you will see the sum means what? Inside that whatever value you have written, add everything with that, so it will become 78. I will go with calculator. If you will add 1 plus 2 2 plus 3 3 plus 4 like that, it will become 78 only. You can go and you can see the 78 divided by I will 12, it will give 6.5. 6.5 is only your average, right? Maximum is 12, minimum is 1. In that value, in that file, what is the maximum value? It is 12, minimum value is 1. So like that, you will able to calculate the mathematical operation, and this is very, very useful once you are going writing like what is my average CPU, right? So that time you can use the mathematical that measure object and you can give. So what it will do, and you can give when the server was restarted, right? When the server was restarted from 1 month, what is my average it is coming, right? What is the average CPU load is there? So that kind of thing you can use using the PowerShell, using mathematical operation also you can do, and you will able to find out. This is important as for SQL related thing, but you have to do your own practice, otherwise you will not able to get. No doubt? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this time what I am going to do, this time I am going to teach you how you can find out some disk level of information using the PowerShell. So this time what I am going to do, I am just making in the different line. I have written here, I pass my server name. I'm using that get WMI object, and this time I'm using this class. You can see here w win 32 underscore logical underscore disk. If you are using this class is going to display that disk information. Anyhow, I am not using the later I am going to use the DBA tool, and that will be very easy. Now what you have seen, when I am running this, I am getting the two result. I am getting the C drive and I'm getting the D drive. Getting or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have got C drive and D drive of information because I have only two drive only, right? If you'll go, you will see the C drive and D drive. So what is the my C drive and what having my E drive information? It is going to display like I have 53 GB free space, I have 80 GB free space, something like that. It is going to display into this. In this, if you are getting the result here, what you are finding, you can see here, you can say this result, whatever you are finding, this result is giving into the MB, right? Free size and size.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to, this should be into, now what I'm going to do, later classes you will come to know. If you are going with a result, you can see in this way you are getting the result, right? what will be the drive, what will be the free space, what will be the size in GB, drive type, what is the free percentage. In the office also you are getting that this level of information in this way, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Either you are getting for the database, either you will get for the disk, like that you are getting, correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So what we are going to do, we are going to convert these things into this way, right? I'm going to convert, so I will use only this much of command only, right? I'm passing my host name from here. If you want to go with the different thing, you know how to write that into the for loop, and you can pass one by one host name, right? Automatically it will go and it will going to display. But here I want to change something else. So what I will do, I will be just write the pipe symbol, and after write pipe symbol, if you will write select, and what thing you are going to write here, like device ID I want, right? So you can write here device ID. So what it will do, it is going to display the result only for device ID, right? You know this one. If I am going to display something called size, so what will happen? Two things is, oh sorry, if I'm going to print, so this time it is displaying device ID and size, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
If I want few more things should be display here, free space, so I will copy this free space I have pasted here. So it is going to be display the three things here. So free space it is going to display, right? So what thing you want, you are going to filter from this, no doubt. Correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I am going to do this time, I want like something. So just to understood, here it is written device ID, right? You want to display this device ID to some different name, like my device ID or device ID for this server, something like that. So how we can do that? That is the one thing we are going to do. And second thing, if you want to change any value, what it is, this is the heading, right? And you can see the down value. This value, if you want to display in your own value means if it is now the result it is given in MB, you want to display this into the GB, right? Right, you want to convert into the GB. So there is two things. Either you want to change this size, so now you have written in size only, size, right? But you want to convert this size into the TB, so it should be better when your report will be generated, it has to write size in TB or size in GB, right? Then people will understood what is this is a TB or GB, what result it is giving, right? That is the correct.
You're right, sir.
Correct. No, you will write into the GB. If you are not writing, what people will understood. Now I have it, result is given size is equal to 1333, something like that. What I will understood is the GB, MB, KB, what it is. You will confuse. So it should be better. You have to change this heading also. Sometime it's required to change the heading. So see here, whatever I am teaching, maybe this will be not important for here, whatever I am explaining. Maybe you can use this logic into the other script, which one you will develop. Getting or not?
Yes, sir.
So how to implement this, I will tell you. So just you go with select, you know that select, and you know already if I'm going to write here at the rate of, and I am giving two things, what I am declaring an array. Okay, so you got it, this one, select, and I have declared array. No doubt. No doubt,
Yes, sir.
no. After that, there is two parameter you have to pass, that is called NE. Always remember NE. What is the N? N is nothing but your name. And what is the E? E is your expression. What is the N? N means what you want to display. You can give the equal to. Here also you give the equal to. And you divide into the two part with the semicolon. No doubt?
Yes, sir.
And after that, what you have to do, because you want to, so here you give the double column, and here whatever you want to display, you can write down. So I am writing device ID only, just you can write device ID. I'm going to display my device ID, my device ID. What is the expression? Once it is come to the expression part, you have to give two curly bracket again, right? Got it? No doubt. And you know that from here I am going to filter. I have written the pipe symbol. So what I will do, I will add underscore dollar underscore dot. What I am going to give here? what is the name it is displayed by the PowerShell. You can see it is displaying device ID. So I have to give the device ID only. You can't give any different name. So this time what is going to be happen? Your PowerShell is no, this is the device ID. For this device ID, I have to change thing and I have to display my device ID. If I'm going to run this, what I will get? I will get my device ID and then it is going to display that all result, right? My device ID, you want anything, I want to add something server. My device ID for server. And what is the server name you want? You can give the plus symbol and then you can pass the $server name from here. So like that also you will able to display. Just I'm giving you some example. So if I'm going to run this, so it is going to give that information. It is up to you how you are going to display this result. No doubt into this? Correct or wrong?
You see, right, sir.
Right? No. Now what I am telling you, you have seen here device ID. Now I want size should be displayed. Size. Tell me for size what I have to add here. I will give comma. Comma is must, it is required. Tell me what I have to do. At the rate of
bracket.
I will give the two bracket. I will add N and E.
Yes,
I will give the semicolon. Yes, equal to, I will give equal to here, equal to here. Here what name I want to display, that one I have to give here. What I want size. So
in GB.
You want only size, you can give direct size, or you want to display anything, you can give that also. I will just write only
size
here.
In GB. Size in GB.
I don't want to size in GB. I just read the size in MB, just example. And what about how I have to declare the expression? I have to give the two curly bracket, and then what I have to give? I have to give $_. What I have to put here?
Size.
Size, right? So if I'm going to run this, what I will get? I'm getting into the size in MB. So what I'm telling, if you want size in GB, so how you will convert MB to GB? You can divide this by 1 GB. If you are going to divide by 1 GB, it is going to display the result with in GB, right? No doubt.
Yeah, right, sir.
So it is 127 GB, and what this is for this one. No doubt.
No doubt, sir.
So till here you understood. But next, what we are going to do, we are seeing it here. The result it is displaying 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 value, right? What you are saying now, value is coming after point, it's giving the 11 value, right? Correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So I don't want to display this 11 value. I want after 0.2 value only to be displayed. So how we can do this? So can you do that? Whether it is possible to do this?
Yes, sir.
So I have to use some feed value. I have to feeding this value. So what I have to do in this E, it is there, no, inside that bracket, I have to do like this. I have to write -F, and then I have to declare in the curly bracket 0 and N1. So after this, it is going to be display only one value. Oh, sorry, what I have done.
One bracket.
It will display that something I have done wrongly. Okay, so -F, if I'm going to give, I have to give this into the bracket. That's why it is giving the error. Oh, size in GB, I taken the data. Size in GB, I have written.
A curly bracket means there are 3, 1, 2, 3 opening and 2 are closing. So
oh yes, sorry. 3, it has to be there. So I will going to execute. So it is going to display, but why it is feeding the data? It is not able to feed the data. Directly it is displaying the result only. There is some problem. What I just there? E is equal to, okay, sorry. I think this is not. I have to display this here, and I have to remove this. Then only it will be the display. Okay, now you are getting it, right? So
Yes.
in this curly bracket, I have to paste this. After that, I have to feed the data. After that, it will display like this. That is a mistake I was doing. So now you see size, it is coming into the GB, right? If I want after this, it has to display the 2-digit, I will use this one. Correct? So what thing I am going with next thing I want to display. So what it is, device ID I have displayed, device type you leave it, free space. Now you tell me, if I want free space, how I will declare it? Tell me what I have to write here.
At the rate,
At the rate,
2 bracket, closing and
bracket,
opening,
okay,
and
NE equal to, then give the semicolon. What I have to put here
yes,
in N?
free space size in GB.
Free space in GB. Now in expression, what I have to do?
Dot.
I told you
Dollar
underscore dot.
underscore dot.
Directly you
Free
want free space divided by 1
divided by
GB.
1 GB.
Correct? It is going to give the result into that GB. Oh, sorry.
Bracket, curly bracket.
Curly bracket. So it is giving it. Now I want to display into this result after point just 2-digit. What I will do? I will be just put two double column, means I have to, inside that only I have to use that function. I will put this into the bracket, right?
Yes.
I have to feed the value. So I will use here -f, right? That is the feeding the value. And here what I have to do, I have to declare which type of thing it has to display. I will write 0 and 2, right? Right. If I'm going to display this, what it is going to display? Size in GB, right? Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Correct, no? So again, I am going with one more detail. Now what is this? This is done. This is done. This all three, it is easy. I have displayed. Now I am asking two more things to calculate here. One thing is I want free space in percentage. So tell me how to calculate free space in percentage.
In GB, you mentioned the.
So this is the mathematical calculation. Just I will go through it. Just you will see. If you will divide your size divided by free space, right? Size divided by free space multiply by 100, it will give you the free space in percentage. Just example, you can see. I am going with those calculator. I want to calculate the free space value for this D drive. So what I will do? 80 divided by 110 into 100. So I can say 72.72 GB is free space is available, right? 72, correct? No. So I will. So now time is also less. So can you try these things tomorrow? Tomorrow again I am going to take the class because now I am re-teaching. So can you try this? How we can do the mathematical calculation? So I want this time your result should be in percentage. That is the one thing. Correct? You go Google it, try to how to calculate into the percentage I have given. If you are not getting into the Google, try your own logic to do this one.
Yes, sir. Last one we can mention. Yes, sir.
So that one you have to do. And again, one more thing I want. What is the device ID? Device ID means, what is the meaning of device ID? Like now I have only hard disk information in my system, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So it is giving just device type is 3. Multiple of time, what is going to be happen? You having multiple of device disk, like you having hard disk, you having SAN disk, you having mount point, right or wrong? SAN disk, SAN storage. There is different type of storage is there, right? Have you seen mount drive in your office? Sometime they will remove the mount drive and they will add to increase that, right? You have seen this. Hello, Sandeep. Sandeep, are you there? Sandeep. Okay. Okay. So what is going to be happen? There is different type of SAN disk is there, disk is there. For me, if it is hard disk, it is going to be display just only device 3, right? It is going to be display device 3. If it is device 4 or device 2, it has to what? It has to display, if the device 3 is there, it has to display the local hard disk, something like that. If it is a device 2, means it has to display hard disk. So you go to Google and you check what is the device type and what is the meaning of this. If it is showing 3, it is showing 2, it is showing 1, it is showing 7, what is the meaning of the, what it is indicating? You seen this, if it is showing 3 means it is the hard disk. If your local hard disk is there, the number will come for 3. If it is different number, right? If it is different number, it is showing 4, what is the meaning of 4? This one you go to Google and search it, and this time I want to display, if it is the 3, it has to display local disk. If the value is coming for 4, that one. So how we can implement this? That one we will use the we can use switch operation. So tomorrow we are going to discuss this. Hi, Sandeep.
Yes, sir.
So
Power
what I
issue.
am saying, so you seen your mount drive in your office?
Yes, sir.
So mount drive, you know that they will create the mount drive into the drive and then you will do that, right? So if you have mount drive, this number will be different. It will not 3, it will be 4. So you go to Google, find out what is the device type means what. If the number is giving 3, that you understood this is the hard disk, local hard disk. If it's the external hard disk, so what is the mean? What is the meaning of that? So Google, you find out this, and I want to display, if it is a 3, it has to display local hard disk. If it's the 4, it has to display something different, right? So you do that one. You can able to do that. These 2 work
Yes.
you have to do, and tomorrow if you are not able to do, I am going to explain you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you guys, bye. Please join tomorrow class, don't forget.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
bye bye.
Yes, sir.